Hello. Today is day 13 of the month of May lives. I'm Cynthia Dales, also known as the Vegan Sleeper, and today's topic is, to quote the movie The Water Boy, we're going to be talking about high quality H2O. We're going to be talking about water today. So the age-old question, how much water should I be drinking every day? You hear all over the place, I should be drinking at least 8-ounce glasses of water a day. And other people say you should be drinking half your body weight in water. And you'll hear all kinds of different things about water. Water, water, water. So just to understand about the body and water, there's a lot of health benefits that for drinking water, and there is no one formula for how much water a person should drink. However, there are some concerns if you drink too much water. So the big thing is what are the health benefits of drinking water? Well, every cell in your body, every organ, everything needs water. They're saying now, studies say we are between 50% and 70%. I've heard higher percentages of water. Our bodies, there's a lot of water, is water. So the big thing is that we all need it to work properly. It also helps with losing weight. It's a huge one for helping lose weight. It helps with your skin. There's a lot of benefits for drinking water. And considering we are water, we need to replace water. Now, somebody like me or people that live in really hot states, obviously, or very humid states actually too, you're going to have issues where you're going to be sweating out water and you don't even realize it. So again, that's another precaution to take in drinking your water. So it helps get rid of waste in your body through urination. It helps, get rid of the side effects of what your body does as far as rebuilding. It helps keeping your temperature normal. It helps lubricate and cushion your joints, obviously. It protects sensitive tissues, and it can lead to several issues if you don't have it, but dehydration's the big one. And I don't know if you've ever been severely dehydrated, but it can make you really feel bad. I mean, like really sick. So here's the big thing. I did a bunch of studying on it, actually through the Mayo Clinic and some other stuff, but I kind of wanted to find out how much water should you drink. I mean, because you'll hear 50,000 different things. My rule of thumb as a trainer is I've always told clients to drink half your body weight up to a gallon. So if you weigh 300 pounds, that's 150 ounces of water, and I say to stop at a gallon of water. And here's why. My concern is that in a rare situation, you can actually flood your tissues and drink too much water. And there's a condition that you can actually mess up your electrolytes and your sodium, and it can lead to issues with your kidneys can't get rid of all that water, number one, but it also can mess with the sodium levels, and that can cause issues with your heart. So my rule of thumb has always been drink half your body weight up to a gallon. Now, Mayo Clinic, sorry, my nose is itching tonight. So the Mayo Clinic is saying the rule of thumb they use, and a lot of this factors in depending on the temperature of the climate you're in, but this comes from the U.S. National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine, that has determined an adequate amount of fluid intake is about 15.5 cups a day, which is 3.7 liters, which is just short of a gallon of fluid for men, and it's about 11.5 cups or 2.7 liters, which is about 90 ounces for women. Now, there are some other things, there's other beverages, other places that you can get your water, obviously your food, like watermelon and just to use a couple examples, watermelon and spinach actually are mostly water. So some of your water comes from your food also, but you might need to modify that. Again, for exercise, for every 15 minutes of intensive exercise, you really should drink an additional cup of water. So if you're really sweating it out on a long walk or a hike or a gym or something like that, then you should incorporate more water into your daily intake. So the numbers I gave you are for just a baseline intake. So your environment, again, like I talked about earlier, really super, super hot climates, super humid climates, it just like sucks the water out of your body. You're sweating a lot. So even here, like in Arizona, it gets so hot that you sweat and you don't even realize it. I mean, it just dries. So again, your environment, your exercise, you may need to increase your water. The other one is your overall health. So if your body has a lot of issues, if you're not feeling well, you're not to be TMI or too yucky here. Hi Donna, not to be too yucky here, but if you're having issues with a high fever, you're vomiting, you got bowel issues, you really do need to have a little bit more water in your system because that's going to help with your overall health. Now, also, if you need to increase your fluid, if you have a bladder infection or if you have urinary tract stones, again, those are just medical conditions that the medical community has said. And then the last one, obviously, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, those are also, you're going to need to increase your water take. So, and it says, is there only one option for staying hydrated? No, there isn't. You can meet all kinds of different fluids. Obviously, your food has some fluid in it, your water, those type things. But there are other things, watermelon, spinach, those type things. Now, the other thing that I found very interesting is it says that how much do I know what I'm drinking is enough water? That's the age-old question. And there's one surefire way. Actually, there's two. The first one is when you're thirsty, if you feel like you're really thirsty, you're already getting dehydrated. So you should drink that water during the day so that you don't feel like you're thirsty. But the bigger one is, believe it or not, your urine is the ultimate indicator if you're getting enough fluid. So if your urine is very dark, very super yellow, now take the caveat here, some vitamins can cause that too. So you need to monitor it throughout the day. But the average is most people go to the bathroom 6 to 8 times. If you're really hydrated, maybe 8 to 10. But if your urine is very light and yellow or colorless, you're hydrated, you're good to go. If it's darker, then you need to increase your fluid intake. Now, am I saying I want you to sit down in one day and say, I'm going to drink 90 ounces as a woman or drink almost a gallon as a man? No, that's going to take some time to build up to it. Set some goals for yourself. Say, okay, today I'm going to drink 4 16-ounce bottles. The next week, you're going to add maybe another half, but gradually increase your water intake. The other thing is get a majority of your water earlier in the day if you can, like before dinner, because you don't want to be drinking a ton of water at night because you're going to be up and down a lot during the night. So you might want to try and get that water in earlier in the day. And again, if you're exercising, please make sure you add more water. So the other thing is, again, monitoring your urine is the best way, literally one of the best ways to make sure you're hydrated, making sure it's odor or colorless and or to a light yellow. The other thing is if I'm thirsty. If you're really thirsty, that means you're already getting dehydrated. So get yourself something to drink, get yourself some water. And water by far is probably the best fluid. I mean, yes, there's other fluids that you can drink. I mean, believe it or not, milk. I don't drink milk, being plant-based, but milk there's a lot of water in it in milk. So you can get fluids from other sources, but the majority of your water intake should be water, your fluid intake. So those are their tips and facts for drinking your water. For a man, basically about 3.7 liters, 11 and a half cups, or about a gallon. For women, it's about 90 ounces a day, roughly, which is, let me make sure I'm telling you the right numbers. And this was coming from, again, the sciences. And for women, it's about, I'm sorry, for men, it's 15 and a half cups. For women, it's about 11 and a half cups of water a day. And a cup is 8 ounces. It's 8 ounces. I'm not talking 8 bottles or 15 bottles. I'm talking 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. So for women, it's 11 and a half cups or 2.7 liters. And for men, it's about 15 and a half cups or 3.7 liters. And again, that's basically just short of a gallon for men. And that's just your basic intake on a daily basis. The extenuating circumstances being if you add exercise and you're sweating heavily, or if you're in an environment that you need extra water, then drink the extra water. So again, that's it. That's the facts. We're going to debunk the myths of, if you weigh 300 pounds, you should drink 150 ounces of water a day. We're debunking all of that. Do what works for your body, but again, realize that you've got to be safe about not flooding your tissues and drinking too much water, because you're going to make your kidneys not too happy and your sodium levels. So that's it. Just be good with your water. Drink your water. It's important. It's such a big help with weight loss. And you just have beautiful skin. You just look great. So again, and it does help your body immensely. So that's it. That's my Facebook Live for tonight. Have a great evening. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any requests or anything you'd like me to talk about, I'd be more than happy to. But have a great evening. Love you guys. Bye.